We already know that a new Power Rangers movie is in development that is going to start the reboot of the franchise, and this is the perfect opportunity to revive these superheroes. Due to the failure that the 2017 movie had, it is very important that Paramount has some very necessary things for this new universe to succeed. We are going to mention 10 things that the producers must do for the new Power Rangers movie to succeed and not miss this great opportunity. All the things we are going to mention are important, but we are going to mention them from the least important to the most important. Number 10, lots of promotion. Anyone can have a great product in their hands, but if people don't know that the product exists, then they can't sell it. All the successful movies have had excellent promotion and sometimes they have done very creative things, but the important thing is that everybody knows that a new movie is coming out. We have had the experience on this very channel that sometimes there are people who have not heard about very important news about Power Rangers even though that news has been all over the internet. There are people who live quite disconnected from everything, and the promotion of the movie must be so good that it must reach even those people who are disconnected from everything. Number 9, theming. One of the big mistakes of the 2017 movie is that they didn't know how to show a concrete theme since it was supposed to be the mighty Morphin, but the only thing that showed the prehistoric animal theme were the Zords, and, even so, it was a design disaster. The theme of a Power Rangers team has always been vital to the story, and it is from the theme that the costume designs, powers, Zords, transformations, and many other things come from. A team without a theme is a team that has no direction and that turns them into something generic. Theming manages to reinforce important moments as it sometimes provokes epic moments, and this is because we fans can identify with that power. I will give you an example so you can better understand. In the 1995 movie we could see that the theme was the animals when the Rangers searched for the new power. That moment when the power transforms into animal figures was super epic and at the same time connected the fans as we all started to identify with those animals. Some wanted to have the bravery of the falcon, some wanted to have the ferocity of the wolf, and some just wanted to have the power of the toad. Number 8, essence. This is one of the most overlooked things in reboots that have been a failure, and this could be noticed in the 2017 movie. Essence is something very complicated to understand, but at the same time everyone can recognize it when it is not in the product. Essence is what makes something unique and special, something that makes it different from other things. Some of the things that for me are part of the essence of Power Rangers are the transformations, the Zord battles, the epic weapons, and the action sequences. If we analyze more deeply, in the 2017 movie we didn't have an official transformation, we only had the first transformation in a very different way and not the typical way in which the Rangers mention their power. We know you have to modify some things, but you can't completely destroy that kind of thing, and it's just that these Rangers didn't even use their morpher. Number 7, special effects. We all know that Power Rangers has always had low-budget special effects, and this was a positive thing that the 2017 movie had as their effects were spectacular. Any movie that has terrible special effects has a great chance of failing, and that is because when the effects don't look good, the audience is disconnected from the story. The special effects are created to make us believe that this fantasy world is real, and this makes us connect with all the drama that is happening at that moment. If the special effects fail, then we disconnect because we start to think that everything is fake and the interest in the movie decreases. The worst part is that the movie starts to become a mockery, and then it is very difficult to convince the audience to watch another new project. Number 6, a new audience. Although Power Rangers is very famous, The reality is that the fans that still consume this franchise are few. Power Rangers is very famous because in 1993 it was a total success, and it is for this reason that all adults know about these superheroes, but that does not mean that they are interested in seeing a movie of this franchise. Many of these people don't know anything about what is happening with the franchise, and this means that they also don't know that the new movie is going to be directed towards a more mature audience. All of these people may think that the new movie is only for a child audience, since that has been the audience for Power Rangers since 1993. This is why the producers must find a way to advertise that this reboot is for a more mature audience, and in this way they can gain a new audience. We must understand that although there are many Power Rangers fans, the reality is that we are too small a group to be able to build a franchise, and we need more people to consume the new projects so that the monetary investment can be recovered. Number 5. Mature style. Although we have often talked about the dark style that the new Power Rangers universe should have, I think the best way to describe it is a mature style. This means that the style doesn't necessarily have to be dark, but it should be a serious style that is interesting enough for adults. Because Power Rangers has always been for a children's audience, the style it has always had has been very colorful and suitable for that type of audience. If we compare the style of Power Rangers with the style of Marvel, we will realize the big difference between the two universes. Marvel doesn't have a dark style, but they do have a more mature style, even though they include colorful projects and silly comedy. Number 4. Famous actors. Let's be honest, all the big superhero projects have included famous actors, and having those actors has many advantages for any project. When a famous actor appears in a movie, it reassures the audience that the movie is more likely to be a good movie. In addition to this, many of the famous actors have become famous for their great acting work, so obviously a great performance is going to help the movie a lot. It would be terrible if the new movie had good special effects, fulfilled the essence, had a great style, had an excellent promotion, and had a perfect theme, but in the end the bad acting of the actors ruined all of that. We know that having famous actors is very complicated because you have to pay them a lot of money, it is difficult to coordinate filming dates, it is complicated to bring them for a second or third movie, and some of these actors have no humility at all, but despite this it is worth having these actors for the great work they do. Number 3. The costumes. This is something we've talked about many times, and soon in another video we're going to break it down for this new movie. The costumes are a super important part in Power Rangers, and in the 2017 movie they didn't get it. The costumes should show the theme of the team, and each costume should be different. As much as I loved the material they used for the 2017 costumes, the reality is that they didn't show any theme and they all looked the same. There are many artists who have created spectacular costumes, and you can tell they used different materials. If they want the Rangers to be suitable for a more mature audience, then they can't use the same materials and should create more epic costumes. Number 2. A great villain. Superheroes are important, but the villain is the other 50% of the story, and without a good villain the story is worthless. If you want a hero to be epic, then you must give him a villain that is epic as well. This villain must be original, he must have valid reasons why he wants to fight, and he must have a great backstory. One of the best villains of these modern times was Thanos, and he fulfilled all the necessary details to be a great villain. Thanos had such valid reasons to destroy half of the population that even some people think the same way. This great villain started out humiliating the mightiest heroes, he has a great life story and was extremely difficult to defeat. When Thanos was defeated, we could start to love the heroes more as we saw everything they had to work hard to be able to win the battle, and this is what should happen with Power Rangers. The 2017 Rita was a great villain as she fulfilled all the details needed to be one, but her problem was that she was portraying a character that already existed, and they were nothing similar. Number 1. Action and drama. This is the great combination that Power Rangers has always had, and they have to give us a balance of both. If you give us too much drama and not enough action, the movie doesn't work, but if you give us too much action and not enough drama, then it won't work either. Everything has to be balanced, as obviously we all expect the Rangers to have a lot of battles, but we also expect them to have a very dramatic story. This was the worst mistake the 2017 movie made, as even though the drama was pretty good, we had to wait until the end to get to see some action. However, in the 30th anniversary special episode, they did the right thing and started with a super epic battle and then started with the drama. This is the right combination: start everything with a lot of action, then give us drama with some other action moments, and at the end they should give us the best action moment. Precisely this was the key to the success of the 1995 movie, because at all times it was a constant change between drama and action, and it is for this reason that we never get bored. Write in the comments the things that are missing from this list, like this video, and subscribe for more information on the Power Rangers reboot.